Isang maayos na urban planning daw ang kailangan ng Metro Manila para maiwasan ang malawakang pagbaha. Ito ang patuloy na iminumungkahi ng architect at urban planner na si Architect Felino June Palafox. At kasama po natin siya ngayong gabi, live. Magandang gabi, Architect.
Yeah, thank you, Jessica. Sorry na late ako. 2 hours, 20 minutes from Makati to Cubao. Via EDSA.
Noong pagkatapos ng Ondoy, you were very vocal. Ang dami niyong iprinopose na mga flood control projects. What happened to your recommendations?
Yeah, medyo may kabagalan po. We gave 60 recommendations to address disasters to the former president and President Pinoy, and also 23 recommendations to address flooding after Ondoy. And on the upside naman, I was talking the past few days with Nery Acosta, Laguna Lake GM, and Governor Ejercito ng Laguna. They're now pushing for one of our recommendations before the Parañaque Spillway or Smart Tunnel. Remember, I told before, yung Laguna Lake just like a toilet without a flush.
Yeah, kailangan drain.
Kailangan lumabas. So yung Parañaque Spillway na pinopose natin with the World Bank funded project, 1975 pa. Tapos revive ko nung after Ondoy, other spillway, Smart Tunnel, mukhang si Nery Acosta and Governor Ejercito are pushing for the President to approve it. And we're talking also to foreign investors.
Okay, but it's been 3 years. That's
3 years
been a long
Ondoy,
time.
and
Tapos ngayon na naman bumalik na naman yung bangungot ng Ondoy, Architect. Paano ba yan?
I'm sending friends in the media, maalala nila yung 60 recommendations plus 23 recommendations. So, I'm giving you a copy. Kayo na lang mag-monitor. Ang nagawa yung hazard mapping.
Okay.
Pero yung mga 58 other recommendations, hindi pa po. And sana gawin na kasi, let's say you spend 10 billion pesos for flood control. The benefits, human lives, and maybe in the appreciation of land values, maka 5 times. Ang binahan ng Ondoy, 80,000 hectares of urban land. 80,000 hectares of urban land is larger than Singapore. Singapore is only 71,000 hectares. Nung Ondoy, 250,000 families were affected. Ngayon daw, 200,000 families. Kaya may proposals tayo nun how to address flooding. We create even urban land for the urban poor. And medyo, sabi nga ng Foreign Chambers of Commerce, kailangan arangkada, double time. And hindi lang ho tayo nagpropose and sana gawin na we cannot afford to postpone it anymore. Manood ka ng CNN, BBC, nakakahiya tayo. How can we entice investors? How can we say it's more fun in the Philippines with all the sufferings now?
At kahit build tayo ng build, kung masisira rin naman ang baha, useless, di po ba?
In fact, I have some low-hanging fruits na proposals na funded by the ADB yung study namin. Gumawa tayo ng elevated walkways, interconnected, para maski nagbaba, maglakad na lang yung tao. Parang ginawa ngayon sa Makati, you can do that in the flooded areas, ginagawa yun sa Venice. Maski nagbabaha in Venice, they accept tourists kasi nasa elevated walkways sila, interconnected. Mas mura yan kaysa mga skyways, pwedeng gawin before 2016.
Okay, let's call a spade, Architect. Doon po sa 60 na inirekomenda nyo after Ondoy, meron ho bang mga nagawa naman?
I think yung hazard mapping.
Yun lang?
Yun lang ang maano ko. And I think it's a better response na, pero it can be professionalized. Isa pa yung sinabi natin yun, every barangay must have a evacuation area at least 10 hectares. 10 hectares na yan, may emergency clinic, emergency food, emergency water, emergency shelter, and a helipad. Yun, wala pa sa mga planning. Siguro gawin na ng mga building officials ngayon, mga planning officials, mga city mayors, barangay captains, gumawa ng flood map. Tapos yung flood map niya, may tinatawag kami na flood zoning overlay. Para yung mga gawin na ng bahay, mga gusali, wala nang livable spaces na liable to flooding. Siguro, binabahan ng bahay mo ng 9 meters high. So, yung bedrooms, 10 meters above na lang. Below that, hayaan mo na mabaha. Yung electrical system, I heard Meralco kept saying it, ihiwalay mo yung electrical system ng parts of your house na binabaha.
Ayun, napakaganda ho ng mga tips nyo, naalala ko na pag if you're building your house, make sure na yung first floor, naka-ready ka na. Kung flood-prone yung lugar mo, you can build there, pero lagyan mo ng puwang para sa baha.
Opo. And it takes 44 signatures to get a permit. 32 signatures for land development, horizontal, 12 signatures for the vertical, the buildings. At least man lang, isa sa mga pumipirma ng permit, paalala na binabaha yung lugar na yan. And positive thing, San Juan Mayor just hired us. Part of it is disaster preparedness. So we're doing a flood overlay map over the zoning. So yung mga binabaha from San Juan River, they will be elevated. Then the mayor and the city council approved na we'll have elevated walkways interconnected, elevated monorail to interconnect the LRT, EDSA, and LRT Aurora. And San Juan seems to have the political will, and that's something positive about it. Yung Navotas, ganun din. They will be doing elevated walkways.
Ito
and so
hong
on.
Kamanava Flood Control Project na ang tagal-tagal na hong in place yan eh. Pero it doesn't look like it's functioning well. Or mukhang kulang na po kasi kahit yung mga dike na-tap na daw po ng tubig, and every time naman yung mga pumps would malfunction dahil sa basura. Ano ho ba kaya ang dapat gawin dyan? At lalo na't everyday, may high tide din. Ano po?
Yeah. May tinatawag tayong adaptive architecture. Kasi yung mitigation measures, medyo nababagalan tayo sa government initiatives. I-elevate na lang natin yung mga cities na yan. Cities on stilts. May ginawa kami sa big complex sa Cagayan de Oro, Paseo del Rio. Inangat namin ng 11.5 meters yung hotel, shopping mall, and convention center. During the last flooding, the last floods, 8.4 meters high. Naka-elevate yung ground floor by 11.5 meters. May ginagawa tayo ngayon sa Marikina Riverbanks. We're elevating it by 25 meters high yata. Everything below it, parking na lang.
Yung dredging ho, would you know if there was honest-to-goodness dredging after Ondoy? Yung mga ilog ho natin, yung mga binahang estero, etc.
Nasabi natin noon, I think in this program also, if there's another Ondoy, it will be worse. Kasi
Yes, you predicted that, I
after
remember.
Ondoy, hindi nalinis yung mga pipes, silted na yung Laguna Lake, all the rivers. Like, nung Ondoy, 4,100 cubic meters per second bumagsak from the mountains na denuded. Capacity ng Pasig River, 600 cubic meters lang. So yung almost 4,000 cubic meters of flooding, it flooded the 80,000 hectares. And we don't have to be
I hate to
expert.
say it, but you were right. Na-predict nyo mangyayari uli ito eh, and it's going to be worse. And yet, nobody listen. Oh, well, that's very harsh to say, but mukhang hindi, ano bang, what's the correct word to say? I know you did your part, pero hindi ho, your recommendations were not acted upon positively.
Most of them, yeah. Isang positive po, thanks to the media like you, nung Ondoy, may nagsabi na it was an act of God. And I think through your show also, I told them that it's not an act of God, but a sin of omission of men and women in our country. And with that statement pala, nakakolekt ng insurance yung mga nasirang kotse at saka bahay. Kasi kung act of God, walang insurance.
Nako. Maraming salamat, Architect Palafox. I regret that we don't have more time for you, but thank you very much that you took the time to come to our studio and discuss this flood problem with us. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Jessica. And I leave behind the 60 plus 23 recommendations. Kayo na lang po mag-monitor. And we're sending again the President a copy for the third time.
Okay. Never lose hope. Maraming salamat po.